In a world where assumptions define destinies, where a glance can mean judgment, and where the loudest voices often silence the truth, one woman's fall becomes a reckoning. This is the story of Margaret Hayes, a 76-year-old black woman whose quiet dignity hides a lifetime of storms. A story of injustice, redemption, and the stranger who dared to shout her name. Stay with us, because this is not just about a slip in a grocery store. It's about what happens when the world refuses to see the whole picture, and the moment it finally does. Mid-morning, a small-town grocery store in Alabama. Bright lights, smooth tile floors. Margaret Hayes never liked the cold section. Something about the chill crawling up her back made her knees tense up. But milk was on sale today, and she couldn't resist a bargain. On her fixed income, every dollar mattered. She walked slowly, methodically. Her purse swayed lightly from her arm. Her shoes, orthopedic and well-worn, tapped softly on the floor. Then it happened. Her foot hit a small patch of liquid, an unnoticed spill from a dropped bottle of juice. Her body twisted. She gasped, then silence. The world seemed to pause. A frail, elderly black woman was now sprawled on the floor near aisle 7. Her bag had flung open, oranges rolling across the tile. Her glasses lay cracked beside her cheek. She groaned, but no one moved, not at first, until a voice cut through the stillness. A sharp, commanding voice. "Ma'am, stay right there. Don't try to move. We need to assess the situation." Officer Kessler, local PD. Officer Brent Kessler wasn't supposed to be on patrol here, but the department was shorthanded, and he'd been asked to cover community safety checks at local public venues, grocery stores, libraries, schools. To Kessler, it was grunt work. He preferred action, control, and today, a situation had just landed at his feet. He looked down at Margaret, didn't kneel, didn't smile, didn't ask if she was okay. He just narrowed his eyes. Officer Kessler said, "Do you have ID on you, ma'am?" "I think it's in my purse." He didn't help her search for it. Instead, he opened it himself, rifled through it, found her wallet, and pulled out the ID card. Officer Kessler said, "Margaret Hayes, 76. You live over on Hillcrest?" She nodded faintly. "You got someone who can come get you? Or should I call social services?" Social services. As if she were a problem to be handled. Margaret tried to sit up. "Ma'am," I said, "stay down. We can't have you moving around until the paramedics arrive. You can sue the store, right? What is this?" Margaret blinked, confused, hurt, but then a voice rang out. "Grandma?" Heads turned. A tall, broad-shouldered black man stepped into the scene. Late 30s, calm, firm. His face told a story, a mixture of disbelief and something else, recognition. "Grandma, are you okay?" Margaret smiled faintly. "Jalen?" Officer Kessler sounded rough. "Sir, step back. This is a controlled situation. You think you're controlling this?" Jalen reacted. He crouched beside Margaret, brushing her cheek, checking her wrist. "Don't worry. I'm here now." Officer Kessler demanded. "Sir, I need to see your ID." Jalen ignored him, because this wasn't just about today. This was about a lifetime of moments like this. Moments where people like Margaret were ignored, dismissed, and treated like liabilities instead of lives. Jalen knew, because Margaret had raised him on stories. Stories of buses she had to sit in the back of, stores she wasn't allowed to enter, opportunities denied. And now, she was being treated like a suspect for slipping on juice. Jalen reached into his coat. Kessler immediately reached for his belt. Officer Kessler demanded, "Sir, keep your hands visible. Relax." He pulled out a leather badge wallet. Federal, Doje, Jalen Hayes, Civil Rights Division. "And you just unlawfully searched and detained my grandmother." Silence fell. Kessler froze. Shoppers began whispering, some recording. One woman gasped. Jalen turned to her. "Ma'am, did you see the spill?" "Yes." I was about to report it. She just slipped. The store didn't have any signs up yet. Jalen nodded. Paramedics arrived. But by then, the damage had been done. What followed was a whirlwind. Internal affairs, community outrage, media coverage. Kessler was suspended pending investigation. The store settled with Margaret quickly, but Jalen wasn't done, because it wasn't just about a fall. It was about the way his grandmother was looked at, like a case number, a hassle, a stereotype. He took the case national. Margaret testified, her voice shaking but proud, and the footage went viral. Margaret still walks slowly. Her knees are weaker now, but her back, straighter than ever, because something changed that day, not just in a grocery store, but in a nation watching. The lesson: never underestimate the people you overlook, because sometimes the woman you dismiss at aisle 7 raised a man who rewrites the rules. Subscribe to Crime Files Uncovered for more powerful, real-world inspired stories. And remember, every voice matters. Every life counts, especially those you try to silence.